Greetings to everyone out there in the NoDQ galaxy. Welcome to the NoDQ predictions video for the final WWE pay-per-view of 2019, the final WWE pay-per-view of the decade, WWE TLC. Unfortunately, we do not have a full card because apparently WWE did not feel that this was important enough to announce a full card in advance. I guess the new policy is let's surprise everybody. So we got 6 matches officially to discuss, and we have 4 rumored, unconfirmed matches, which we will also talk about and give our predictions in case those matches do happen. I am being joined by the NoDQ panel. We got Virtue. Virtue, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much are you feeling this show?
Usually like a 3 or a 4. I think you and I are tied in the predictions, though, so that's what's going to make this interesting.
Yeah, well, I think Sun Goshiku is pretty much a lock to win this thing, but a lot of us are in the running for second place, so anything can happen. TGS, where do you stand and how do you feel about this show?
Man, I feel like TLC always sucks. It's like always at the end of the year, and they're just like, whatever. So, man, I gotta say a 2. There's not really anything I'm looking forward to on this show besides Bray Wyatt. As always, Bray Wyatt's always a great reason to tune in. But other than that, man, 2 out of 10, I gotta say. Really, really lackluster build. And like you said, we don't even have a full card. So that just goes to show. Big G, what do you think, man? How excited are you? You pumped?
Well, I'm excited. Man, 3 out of 10, you know. I'm going to say this now. I'm more excited for the Steelers-Bills game. So I'll be watching TLC after the football game on Sunday night. That's how excited I am about TLC.
Big G, make sure you stay off social media so you do not get spoiled.
I always do.
There's always that guy. There's always somebody who gets mad that NoDQ.com spoils them about the pay-per-view results when once it's over, it's out there, guys. So
it's news. It's news at that point, people.
Yeah, exactly. So let's go ahead and talk about the 6 confirmed matches, and then we'll go on to the rumored matches. First, we have, which very well could be the kickoff match, would not shock me. We have Aleister Black versus Buddy Murphy. Somebody on Twitter suggested that this should have been a doors match. They should have had like a door and use the door as a weapon. But yeah, this match, don't really feel it that much. I know a lot of people are high on Buddy Murphy, but I don't know. I think this is just going to be a showcase for Aleister Black. I think Aleister easily gets the win here. Big G, are you looking forward to this? I mean, you're more of a 205 guy than I am. I mean, are you excited for this one?
Well, I'm more of an NXT guy, not a 205 Live guy. This should be a pretty decent match. Like you said, it'll be more of a showcase for Aleister. I mean, Buddy Murphy will have some offense, but I'm going with Aleister Black to win. I think they need to build up Aleister Black and then eventually turn Black heel. All
right. Virtue.
Aleister Black is going to win because 205 lives do not matter.
Ouch.
Black mass.
Yeah, finisher of the year on NoDQ.com and possibly finisher of the decade.
Yeah. I don't know. I really don't understand what they're doing with Aleister Black's character. It's really weird. He's very offended that Buddy Murphy knocked on his door. The door is sacred, I guess. Man, whatever. I'm going to say Black picks up the win over a very game Buddy Murphy.
All right, well, I think we said enough about that one. Let's move on here to the other matches. So we have a match which has been part of this storyline. A lot of people have had mixed feelings about it. I think you guys know what I'm talking about here. The Rusev, Bobby Lashley storyline with Lana, the love triangle. This match is going to be a tables match, by the way. So, Virtue, let's start with you. How are you feeling about this storyline? Do you think it's as bad as people are making it out to be? And how do you think that this plays out? And do you think we're going to see a future match between these guys?
It's smut, right? I mean, let's face it. It's, the divorce angle, the cuck angle, whatever you want to call it. But the bottom line is you still have Bobby Lashley and you have Rusev. People have liked Rusev for a very long time. So if they can't still get behind a guy that's WWE's trying to present you with sympathy, then you're just not a true fan and you just want to hate everything. Yes, I know the angle on TV sucks, but I'm giving the match the benefit of the doubt for Rusev's sake. Lashley still looks like a big superstar, so just chill, people. Let these guys wrestle, see what happens. Go on my Twitter, make sure you retweet. Let's get to 1,000 for my WrestleMania idea. But gosh, who's going to win? I think Lashley, because I think this is going to continue. I want it to continue because people hate it.
There you go.
Just because it gets me excited for people getting so mad about something. But Bobby Lashley is going to win the match.
TGS, do you agree?
I do agree, and I actually love this angle, man. Everyone's saying, oh, Lana sucks so bad on the mic. That's the point. She's supposed to. She's a heel. No one understands wrestling.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And no one cared about Rusev after the whole Rusev thing completely died. And now, look at, what do you know? The man's getting divorced in a tucked-in Donald Duck shirt. He's getting the fans chanting Rusev Day. Yeah, they're going crazy for him, man. It's awesome. Lashley comes off as a real dick. Lana is a bitch. Like, everything's working. I love it. And I think Lashley's going to win. I think the feud's going to continue. They might have 2 more matches, or actually 1 more match than the rubber match. Wouldn't be surprised if Lana, like, holds Rusev down or something, and Lashley puts him through the table or something like that. Like, I'm sure Rusev will get really close to winning, like he's about to put Lashley through the table, and then Lana flips the table over or something, and then Lashley wins. So either way, I'm excited for it, man. I like this whole angle, no matter what people say, and it's doing big numbers on YouTube, so that's all WWE cares about.
It's crushing all the other videos.
It's getting
even
reaction.
Seth Rollins' heel turn.
Yeah, it's great. Big G, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm enjoying this angle as well. The funny thing is, my girlfriend, who really is starting to get into wrestling, she's already hating Lana as much as everybody else does. I think Lana is going to somehow get involved, and Lashley's going to pick up the win, unfortunately, and this storyline will continue up until possibly Royal Rumble time.
Yeah, I think that's a very valid point there you make about it continuing into the Royal Rumble and beyond. And because of that,
people are cheering Rusev Day again. I mean, they were in South Carolina and the place was going bonkers for Rusev.
It was the Donald Duck shirt, man. I'm telling you. They love it.
Yeah. The Donald Duck shirt was great. I thought that was awesome. And
hell yeah.
I've enjoyed the storyline. People know my thoughts on it. But yeah, I think it's going to continue. And the fact that Rusev put Lashley through the table on Raw makes me think that Lashley will get the win here. And, it's a tables match, so it really doesn't matter who wins this. But ultimately, I think Lana's going to interfere, and she'll be the difference maker, and the feud will continue. And we'll have to wait a little bit longer to see Rusev get his payback. Now, 1.7 million views for that Lashley-Rusev segment with Lashley going through the table.
Aaron. In this match, Lashley's still going to win. Lana's going to take a bump through a table, I feel.
So
yes, that'll for YouTube. For YouTube.
She might.
Here's another. I wouldn't be surprised if, let's say, Lashley's laid out on the table, and then Rusev goes up to the top. Lana pushes Lashley off, and then Rusev just goes through the table. And it's like, oh, that's the match. Just like when Big Show, he stepped on that table. I forgot who he was facing, but he stepped on the he stepped on the table. They're like, oh, that's it. That's the match. That's something they would do with Braun Strowman. Ridiculous.
Actually, isn't the opponent supposed to put them to the table and not them just stepping to the table?
WWE changes the rules all the time.
Yeah.
Great Khali went over the top rope in a battle royal, and Michael Cole's like, hello, didn't he just eliminate himself? And Lawler's like, you got to be thrown over the top. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to add that the Seth Rollins segment where he delivered his promo, officially turning heel, that has less than 500,000 views as of this recording, and that Rusev segment has 1.7 million.
Wow.
And then Seth Rollins joining AOP has 740,000. So there you go.
Wow.
But yeah, Virtue made a great point. I think that you can have Lashley win and Lana goes through the table, so the fans get some kind of satisfaction with Lashley still going over. So everybody wins. Lashley gets the victory, but Lana goes through the table, and Rusev gets the big babyface pop. So I like it, Virtue. We'll see if they do it. Let's move on here to the tag team title match for the SmackDown tag titles. We have the New Day against the Revival. Another match pretty much just thrown together. We had that fatal 4-way match. Big G, we'll start with you. Do you think we're going to get new champs, or do you think it's too soon?
At this point, with the SmackDown tag team titles, I'm just going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say the Revival regain the tag team title.
Wow.
And then it'll be a back and forth thing. The New Day will win it again, and the New Day will win it again until they hit like 10-time tag team champions, 11-time tag.
16 time.
Oh my God! But yeah, I'm going with the Revival to win. At this point, I'm tired of the New Day.
Well, I mean, WWE might try to keep them around, so more title reigns. Who knows? I mean, anything's possible. Like, if it was me, I would not change the titles around so much and flip-flop them. So I'm just going to go with New Day, but I mean, Big G, you could be right. Who knows? I mean, it just feels like such a random time for a title change. But TJS, what do you think?
I think that Revival has to be on their way out at this point, man. Like, come on. Harper's gone. Ascension's gone. Sin Cara. It's a matter of time before I think they let Revival go. And I love Revival. Those are my boys. They're great. I love them. Yeah, I think they're on the way out. I think New Day is going to pick up the win here. Should be a very good match, though. These guys never fail to deliver in the ring. Virtue?
Yeah, I think New Day is going to retain because, I mean, that's Vince McMahon's baby. And with, Xavier Woods out, he's got to keep them pushed up there, and the title belts make them look appealing. And I think Big E should be a main eventer. So for that reason, they're probably going to keep him as a mid-card tag team. Because I bet you Keith Lee hits the main roster and gets pushed before Big E ever does. Because that's just the way things go.
Now, WWE was smart. I know it's TLC, but they could possibly bring the Usos back into the mix and eventually maybe have a triple threat match between the three of them.
Man, I don't know where the hell the Usos are. I don't even think they were drafted. What's going on, man? Crazy.
Well, I mean, WWE doesn't want the bad publicity. Those guys haven't exactly been model citizens, and WWE has other teams, and if you keep screwing up, as talented as the Usos are, if you screw up enough times, the company's going to lose faith in you and feel like they cannot put the marketing machine behind you. So, yeah, sucks for the Usos, but maybe they'll be brought back at some point. All right, next up we have the WWE Universal Championship match. We have not The Fiend, but Bray Wyatt, who will apparently be wrestling as that persona. This could all change, by the way. We're recording this before SmackDown, and they may change it on us. But as of right now, it's Bray Wyatt versus The Miz, and I don't think the WWE title is on the line here. So I don't care if it's Fiend or regular Bray Wyatt. The title's on the line. Title's not on the line. Bray's going over, in my opinion. I'm just going to go with Bray to win. TJS, let's start with you.
Well, I kind of like, if this is the actual not Fiend, I kind of want Bray. I would like Bray to lose. I want him to be weak as this Mr. Rogers ego, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think that Bray is gonna be kept strong, whether he has the Fiend persona going or not. So yeah, I think that Bray is going to go over here, and I've really enjoyed the angle that they've thrown together. It's thrown together, but they've done a good job. I liked the stuff last week, and I'm glad they're not just relying on the Fiend, even though that's where I guess this whole character, the Fiend and the Mr. Rogers, it's like printing money for WWE. So yeah, I think Bray is going to pick up the win here, and I hope we see more Mr. Rogers and not Fiend all the time. Virtue?
Yeah, I think this is kind of random the past few weeks, but I mean, it doesn't matter, if it's Bray Wyatt or the Fiend. We know it's the same person, and he's the Universal Champion, so he's got to go over in this match. Maybe they make The Miz have a credible match against him because it is just the Mr. Rogers character. But in the end, it won't matter because Bray finds a way to win. Maybe the red light comes on and he does something quirky. Who knows? But Bray Wyatt wins the match.
Hey, here's an idea. Maybe the Miz hits the skull crushing finale, lights go out, and then he's in the Fiend getup. So
Well,
there's
they'd have
some
to
creative
do
stuff
something.
they could do.
They have to do something really quick with that, or maybe have the lights go off and at least he can slap the mask on or something. But
Yeah, exactly. Now, Big G, do you think maybe we see Daniel Bryan interfere and could cause a DQ? I mean, what's your prediction?
I could see that possibly happening, but I see that happening after the match. I can see Bray Wyatt's gonna pick up the win regardless. You know, you got the whole Mr. Hyde and Jekyll thing going on with him right now. He's gonna pick up the win, and then after the match is when Daniel Bryan comes out and attacks him because he's not the Fiend Bray Wyatt. He's just the Mr. Rogers Bray Wyatt. So he has a weakness.
what if John Morrison came out to help Miz try to beat Bray Wyatt, and then Bryan came out to help Bray Wyatt?
And they make it
crazy. It's December.
If they do that, they have to make it a tag team match. There's going to be a commercial break in the middle of the pay-per-view.
It's not SmackDown.
We're getting word that this match is official. We have a tag team match, impromptu tag team match up here, folks.
So, yeah, I'm going with Bray Wyatt to get the easy win over The Miz.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if maybe he's Mr. Rogers Bray Wyatt, just so fans think there's maybe a chance the Miz has of winning the match.
So. I think WWE doesn't want to overexpose the Fiend.
And I think that's also why they're not making it a title match, because it's like, maybe Miz could win.
It's off topic real quick, but is the Fiend Bray Wyatt, is his merch like the #1 seller right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
He has 2 chalkline jackets. It's crazy.
And he has a $6,500 belt.
Oh, my
God. Yeah, no kidding.
All right, so now we have the 2 TLC matches. First, we'll talk about the big dog, Roman Reigns versus King Baron Corbin. Again, this is one of those matches, so I say this all the time. It's hard to bet against Roman Reigns, but this is one of those matches where Roman doesn't have to be pinned. And I feel like if there's ever a time for Roman to lose, it's in a match where he does not get pinned to lose. So, Virtue, you're a big advocate of the big dog. Do you think he's going to lose here? Do you think with WrestleMania coming up so close, it's not going to happen?
There was one time I picked against Roman Reigns. I want to say it was Samoa Joe. Did Joe beat Reigns in a meaningless match or something once? So whenever it was, I got it wrong when I picked against Roman Reigns. So I'm not going to do that. And sorry, Baron Corbin, I like you because a lot of people don't, but you're going to lose to Roman Reigns, the big dog, because it's getting close to that holiday season. Maybe we'll get a tribute to the troops. We got to get that feel good going for Roman. So clearly Roman's going over.
I got some
now,
news. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that I remember back when John Cena fought Dolph Ziggler, and we all thought that John Cena was going to beat Ziggler, but Ziggler ended up winning. I think that was when AJ Lee turned heel. So, I mean, I would not rule it out that Roman gets screwed over somehow. Maybe Drake Maverick helps Baron Corbin win, and Drake is Baron's new manager or something like that. So I would not rule it out, but I'm going to go the safe route. It's hard to bet against Roman, so I'm going with Roman. Big G.
First, I swear you just said Dog Ziggler for some reason.
Dog Ziggler, there you go. Maybe Roman will feed the dog food to Ziggler, and then he'll become Dog Ziggler.
God.
So this TLC match has nothing on the line, so you do have to get pinned or submitted to win the match.
Do you?
Yeah, there's nothing on the line.
It's weird.
There's nothing on the line.
Yeah.
There's no titles, nothing on the line. So they're just having a gimmick match to get pinned or submitted. But I'm still going with Roman Reigns to get the victory. And Virtue, by the way, there is no tribute to the troops on TV this year.
What are they doing one?
No. Well, they already did one.
Yeah, it's done.
They already did it, but they're not putting it on TV this year.
Interesting.
So, TJS, did you pick yet?
No. Tell me how it makes sense to make this a TLC match. Does anyone know? Why is this a TLC match?
Hopefully this will be the end of this feud. That's why they're doing it.
But I just don't get it. It's like the blow-off is a TLC match. How about that? Like, it's because it's a gimmick and it's annoying. As far as pins and submissions go, WWE always changes it. So I'm sure like the women's tag team title match, they'll have to get the titles. But in this match, I'm sure it'll be pinfall. I think Roman Reigns was he was handcuffed to the post last week and got dog food dumped on him. There's no way he's losing this match. Roman Reigns is going over. The big dog is going to hunt.
I do think Ziggler's going to try to interfere and help Corbin.
Well, Robert
Roode
will
get speared, and Corbin will get speared, and ball game.
Yeah, Robert Roode would help, but he's kind of suspended. So Roman Reigns is winning.
All right. And Big G, I think that if you're right about that, and you probably are, I would definitely go with Roman Reigns. If it's pinfalls in this match, then Roman Reigns is winning. All right, so now we have the tag team match for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. The Kabuki Warriors issued the challenge this past Monday on Raw. Becky and Charlotte accepted. However, they wanted the TLC stipulation. They should have checked the website for the Target Center because this match was announced several weeks ago. Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair versus the Kabuki Warriors TLC match. This one is perhaps tough to call, or maybe not. TJS, let's start with you. Do you think that Becky and Charlotte might have a chance here to win, or do you think the Kabuki Warriors are going to continue to be booked strong?
Man, I'll just say right now, I really love what they've done with the Kabuki Warriors. I think that them going heel, them speaking in Japanese, just is great. Kari somehow got like 20 times hotter since she turned heel.
And we lost them.
Wait, so can you hear me, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, Kari got 20 times hotter. It's great. I just hope that we don't – you know what? I'm going to say the Kabuki Warriors retain. I'm going to say Asuka and I guess Charlotte are on the ladder. And then Asuka's going to give the poison mist to Charlotte. And then she's going to be just blinded. And then Asuka's going to take the title down. In this case, I think it works since Becky's not going to have to get pinned. Neither is Charlotte. And Asuka actually won the TLC match last year. She became the SmackDown Women's Champion. So, I'm going to say the Kabuki Warriors pick up the victory here, and we'll probably get Charlotte versus Becky at the Royal Rumble. Virtue?
I think they're putting the two friends back together to get Charlotte some gold, and why not put the WWE Raw Women's Champion in a tag team that's the champion? This, to me, is clearly designed to get the tag titles on Charlotte and Becky, to showcase them as two champions, Becky 2 belts again, heading into Royal Rumble so they can have a spot where, do I throw you over? Do you throw me over? We're tag team champions together. Well, actually, Becky won't be in that Royal Rumble match unless she loses her title by then. But I got to say they're doing this for a reason, Aaron. They always put the belts on teams like this, it seems like, don't they?
Yeah, I agree with you. WWE loves to do these angles where the odd couple wins the tag team titles. We've seen it time and time again over the years. I think it's going to happen again. I think Charlotte and Becky are going to win the tag team titles, and WWE can also sell Becky 2 belt T-shirts again. You got to think merchandise, and this is another way to sell merchandise. So I think that Kabuki Warriors they get booked strongly a little bit, but in the end, Becky's their cash cow and Charlotte's their second cash cow. So Becky and Charlotte to win. Big G, what do you think?
Well, sorry, TGS, but you're the odd man now. I think Becky and Charlotte are going to win the women's tag team titles and put them on for a while, and eventually you'll have them two versus Charlotte. You'll have them versus Sasha and Bayley down the road.
Oh, there you go. That's always a possibility. All right, so now we got the 4 matches that are not confirmed as of this video, and they could be announced whenever. The first one is AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. Seems like that is the clear direction coming off of Monday's Raw, with Randy Orton coming out at the end of the show. AJ Styles is your current U.S. champion, and I think that if I'm going to make a prediction for this one, if they do this match on Sunday, I say that they're going to do a screwy finish. I think Randy Orton will win by DQ. AJ Styles will get himself disqualified or count it out or something, and Randy Orton will win by DQ since it's a match
Aaron,
just thrown together.
Who is the U.S. champion?
AJ Styles. Oh, no, it's Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
No, yeah. I mean, I was thinking, whoa, what did I miss? But yeah, it's still Ray. But either way, I'm sure that's not going to affect your opinion here for the match.
Is it bad that I don't even know who the champion is right now? That's just sad.
They did the finish like 30 seconds before they were supposed to go off the air Monday. So, yeah.
Yeah. You may have saw like they were still fighting, and you see the graphic for the closing. You're like, oh, it's over. I'm just going to shut it off. And then you missed Rey Mysterio pinning him. So there you go. All right. So, yeah, I'm just going to say if they do this match, Randy Orton will win probably by a DQ. I mean, he could outright just beat AJ Styles and move on. But, yeah, I think Randy Orton will win. Virtue, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Randy Orton. It almost seems like lately AJ and the whole OC is like just a joke. The way they do their promos backstage and AJ laughs, it's like they're the worst trio of chicken shit heels that seems to be losing matches more frequently for whatever reason. But for that being said, RKO, whether he wins by that or DQ, I agree with Aaron.
All right, Big G.
Man, I think I'm gonna go with Randy Orton to get the win. AJ Styles is gonna do the phenomenal forearm, and Randy Orton is gonna RKO.
Yeah. And keep in mind that AJ won at WrestleMania, so if we're going by 50-50 booking philosophy, then it's Randy Orton's turn to win. TJS, what do you think?
I think this is another big match that they're going to have a rematch next month. Therefore, AJ Styles is going to win with like the fruit roll-up or something like that. OC might get involved. Anything like that, I think AJ is going to pick up the win. They're going to do the match again next month.
All right, TGS, once again, the odd man out. Let's see if we can make it 3 for 3. Speaking of the OC, we have Anderson and Gallows challenging the Viking Raiders. It was teased on Raw, but not officially announced. AJ did mention it in the promo. Again, I think this one is pretty straightforward. I don't see the OC winning unless, WWE is trying to keep them happy as well, like with the Revival. I'm going to say Viking Raiders win, keep their momentum going. I feel like it's going to be Viking Raiders versus AOP at WrestleMania. So I don't see Viking Raiders losing. Big G, what do you think?
Yeah, Viking Raiders. There's nothing else to say. They're trying to build them up. Other than that, nothing else to say. TJS?
Yeah, I think that AOP versus Viking Raiders is the match for WrestleMania. I'm sure they'll blow their load and we'll get it at like Fastlane, and then we'll get it again after Fastlane, and then we'll get it again at WrestleMania, and then maybe at Extreme Rules. They'll just run it into the ground. But yeah, I think Viking Raiders are going to pick up the win. The Raw Tag Team Champions have been in squash matches for like ever. So they finally have a real team. I know they faced OC before, but yeah, I think Viking Raiders are picking up the win. Virtue?
Viking Raiders next.
All right, so SmackDown Women's title, Bayley versus Lacey Evans. Virtue, what do you think about this one?
Seems like Lacey Evans always loses, and if it's a title match, all we got to do is say retain, right? So yeah, Bayley. Yep. Bayley retains. Maybe a very game Lacey since she's babyface now, but clearly no title change if this match happens. What about you, Big G?
Yeah, if this match happens, Bayley's going to retain. I'm sure Sasha's going to try to interfere somehow and distract Lacey. And that's what I think. TJS?
Bayley.
All right, I agree. Bayley, too. And now we'll move on to the last match here. Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens. Now, they're doing this injury angle with Kevin Owens coming off of Raw. Of course, we had the big Seth Rollins heel turn with the promo and the allegiance with the AOP. If this match does happen, I think Owens will be too beat up and you'll have AOP possibly interfere. So if it does happen, I say Seth Rollins. TJS?
Man, I'm still getting very annoyed that this is not the focus of Raw right now. Why did the whole Seth Rollins thing not close the show? They should have had him stomp Owens backstage and then not cut the promo. That he should have just left and then come out next week and cut the promo. Thought that would have been great. Should have ended the show that way, but no. Yes, I agree with you, Aaron. I think that Owens is he's gonna play the angle where he's like, oh, like the docs won't clear me, but I'm gonna come out there anyway. I'm still gonna fight, and Rollins is gonna pick up the win. I think it's that easy. Big G.
Well, I kind of agree with what you said. I think Kevin Owens is going to come out there, call out Seth Rollins, but I don't think it's going to be an official match. I think Seth Rollins is going to come out there with AOP and pretty much beat down Kevin Owens again. And then I'm sure they'll have a 6-man tag team match with Kevin Owens and the Street Profits versus Seth Rollins.
Oh, God. All right, but if they do the one-on-one match.
If they do have a match, it's got to be Rollins. It's got to be.
Virtue?
Rollins, yeah, definitely.
And I think one more thing. I think Elias will have a performance.
Yeah, I could see that happening. Maybe something with Dana Brooke, some kind of segment where Drake Maverick gets beat up.
He still come out and beat down Elias. No kidding.
Oh, there you go. Maybe he'll make out with Dana. We'll get some more views on YouTube. All right, guys. So that'll wrap it up for our thoughts on TLC. Let's go ahead and do our plugs. Big G, go ahead.
NoDQ.com/Big G takes you to my Twitter page. NoDQ_Big G on Instagram. Jeff Hills on Facebook. Go check out NoDQ.com/merch, hats, pillows, coffee mugs, blankets, sweatshirts, everything you can think of. It's on there. You can still go to Pro Wrestling Tees and type in NoDQ, and you can find the NoDQ.com Galaxy shirt, the NoDQ review shirt. And that's it for me. TJS, take it away.
NoDQ.com/TJS takes you to my Facebook page. Feel free to send me a friend request over there. Twitter at NoDQ_TJS. And ladies and gentlemen, there is still time to vote in the NoDQ.com Decade Awards. That's right. It's the last 10 year-end award winners all compiled into a list. That's basically the nominees, and then just choose finisher of the year, catchphrase of the year, theme song of the year, match of the year, wrestler of the year. There's so much to choose from. So head over to NoDQ.com and check that out. Virtue.
Go to my Facebook, NoDQ.com/Virtue. More importantly, go to my Twitter at NoDQ_Virtue and go look for my Rusev Lashley Lana tweet that currently has 103 retweets thanks to Aaron Rift, 842 likes. Let's get it to 1,000. Go see what my idea and payoff is all the way to WrestleMania, even though you people want this feud and storyline to end. But it's drawing YouTube numbers. That's all I got.
All right. And, of course, stay tuned to NoDQ.com for the very latest. And that's all I got. So thank you guys again for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Tell a friend. Spread the word about this video. And give TJS some hate for messing with my audio here at the very end. Have a great one, guys. Enjoy your holiday season, and we'll see you all next time.